this video, I want to talk about why narcissists love a good long-distance relationship. Number one, long distance makes it take longer to figure a narcissist out. A long-distance relationship takes place over the phone or the internet 99% of the time. Maybe a few meet and greets or meetups here and there, but it's much easier to detect that something is going on, like narcissism, narcissistic tendencies, or other issues, when you're spending time with this person face to face in the flesh. You see what makes them happy. You see what makes them get angry. You see how they react to certain things. When all you get is who they appear to be online, and you can't decipher a whole lot of feelings through text messages, the patterns that you need to watch out for to identify toxic traits and narcissistic tendencies take a long time to sort out because it takes so long to develop. Long distance requires so much trust. They can lie to you for weeks, months, or even longer, and you'll be none the wiser. Because you don't spend day in, day out with them, it will take so much longer to identify those patterns, figure out what's going on, and put it all together. Number two, they absolutely do not have to commit. Let's say you live 1,000 miles away from this person, even 500 miles. One or both of you, respectively, can't exactly pack up a truck and bolt out to be with the other person. We have homes, leases, mortgages, careers, bills, kids, other responsibilities. Doing something like that takes planning, time, and communication. But guess what the narcissist is going to keep asking you for? More time. Time. And they need all this time so that they never have to commit. They won't have the money. That will always be an issue. Something will always come up. Something will always get in the way or be wrong so that the two of you can't get closer and make it a more serious, again, face-to-face, in the flesh kind of relationship. And with love bombing and future faking and mirroring working all in conjunction, they can keep a supply source hanging on for, honestly, years while they get ready, quote unquote, for something more to happen in person to move things along. But they will continuously ask you for time. Number three, they love long distance because they can have other sources of supply that are closer to them. If you're having a long distance relationship with someone highly narcissistic, you're not the primary source of supply. A primary source needs to be very close to the narcissist. This is usually the one paying bills, giving them a place to stay, doing other goods and services with them that you don't provide. A lot of people might not feel they're in a relationship with someone narcissistic because you might say, well, they never ask me for money, or they don't ask me for A, B, C, X, Y, Z. And to be fair, there are some narcissists that are high functioning, that can hold a job perfectly fine, but most of them are getting money from another source, or rent paid, a place to stay. If it's not from you, they're getting something from somebody else. But we have to keep in mind, the primary source may not even necessarily be romantic. It could be their parents, their siblings, their children, or somebody else in their neck of the woods, but their primary is certainly not you. They have other sources closer to them to be able to give them the things they want and need. Narcissists require far too much attention to be able to survive off of anything long distance. Even if they have several long distance sources, there is someone close to them for them to be able to get certain things that they need. If you'd like to talk one-on-one about what you're going through or what you've gone through as a result of a toxic narcissistic relationship, you can always send an email to BookAChatWithJess@gmail.com to set up private conversations with me. Number four, they love long distance because they can claim to be single to attract those closer sources of supply. A lot of narcs hide their long distance supply from other people. They keep it quiet on social media so that they can appear single to others, and it ensures that they get more than one source of supply and always have something else going on. If their primary source is romantic, rest assured, you will never make an appearance on social media. You might not even see their pages. They might be kept completely private. Also, similarly, A lot of narcissists claim that they don't like social media and they don't have it. And they do. It's just under a different name or a nickname, a different profile photo. Now, I do have to say, this is not always the case. Some people, narcissists and otherwise, just legitimately hate social media. So those are few and far between. But we have to remember that there are some variables here. But you will never make an appearance on social media and you might not even know that they have it. And again, they want to appear single. They want to appear like they can go out and date and there's nobody else that they're hanging on to. Number 5, they love long distance because they can just turn off their phone and walk away. If you make them angry, if someone else comes along, if all of a sudden somebody pops up and says, hey, do you want to go out tonight? If you're boring this person, whatever the case may be, they can shut off their phone, put it on mute, put it in their pocket, their purse, whatever, and they can be gone as long as they want to. Narcissists frequently cut off communication as punishment or when they're up to no good. You might also notice in a long-distance relationship that you will have a very strict schedule that you need to follow. Sometimes they'll say something like, well, don't text or call me after 9 p.m. Don't text me before 7 o'clock, or don't call me at noon. That doesn't work for me. And this is more than likely when their partner is home or they're going out on a date or going out for the evening, and they can't have you popping up on the phone. They can't have you saying, hey, where are you? What's going on? Or I miss you. I love you. All of that stuff. They might give you certain rules, things along the lines of, you're never to call me. You're never to text me. I'm busy. I will get to you. Don't call me. Don't text me. They could also be adamant about not doing any kind of FaceTime or video calling. More than likely, someone or something is there that you shouldn't see, children, a partner, whatever. They've probably told you some kind of lie about where they're living, and that's not necessarily true. Maybe they still live with their folks, or they're worried that somebody might walk past, you might hear something. They're going to probably have a lot of rules, but they can turn off that phone and walk away whenever they want to. And to add another point onto this one, they love long distance because they can tell you anything that you want and give you those rules, and you won't ever know. Number 7, minimum effort, low investment. Long distance is great for a narcissist because along with no commitment, they actually don't really have to do anything. They never have to take you on a date. They never have to get you a gift. They never have to take care of you when you're sick. They never have to pick out what china pattern you want or curtains for the living room. They don't have to do any of that stuff. All they have to do is text and call. And most of the time, they don't even have to do that once a person is love-bombed and sufficiently hooked. This relationship is one of the easiest ones, unfortunately, for a narcissist to get and actually maintain, so to speak, quote unquote, for a considerable amount of time in some cases. And that also goes back to because it takes so long to understand those patterns. So were you or are you in a long distance relationship with someone that you believe to be highly narcissistic? Let me know down in the comments. And also, if you feel comfortable sharing, let me know how long you were in this relationship or you have been in the relationship, and what were some of the first signs that you've noticed. If you feel comfortable sharing some of those signs, it helps further our support. It gives people a lot of education and information that we can all use and carry on with us. If you'd like to support my work here on the channel and keep it going, consider subscribing or leaving a super thanks comment, even becoming a member of the Survivor's Army. And links to all that stuff is down in the description for you. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, Survivor, and take care of yourself.